It's the one and only Mel C.
Oh my gosh, I don't think any of us have changed that much. Have you met Mel B? She is scary. And Victoria actually is posh now. She never used to be.
Victoria, you listening? There you go, that's the new Spice. Some of the Sporty Spice come from. Who came up with it? Go on, let me ask you that.
All right, so Sporty.
Hey guys, welcome back with Wrong with Mo. Today I have a special guest. It's the one and only Mel C.
Hey!
How are you? You know what I was going to say? You want to be my lover? You're going to get Mo. How are you? How have you been?
Do you know what? I'm really good. I'm happy we picked the windiest day ever to run, but it's such an honour and a privilege to run alongside you because I'm a massive admirer and fan of yours.
How are you? Keeping fit? Strong?
You know what, I am. Like, my fitness has changed a lot over the years. And I think as your body changes, as you get older, you know, you kind of have to sometimes say goodbye to certain practices and just look after yourself a bit more.
You've got to look after yourself. You've got to put yourself first. And
Totally. We bite off more than we can chew. And it's just, my training's changed loads. I used to go out, I used to hammer it, I used to do 10K a day. Now I go out 2-3 times a week. And if it's only 3K,
feel great.
That's all good.
Triathlon, not just running.
Yeah, triathlons. And
in fact, twice, right?
I did London twice.
I know you always commit and you just try your best.
Yeah, totally.
Everything, right?
Yeah, with everything in life. And I think we are all capable of so much more than we realise. And when we do those things that we're frightened of and achieve them, it's like that sense of achievement is so good for us. And I think it filters through in every aspect of your life.
For sure.
So that's where sport for me has been really important in that way.
Some of the Sporty Spice come from. Who came up with it? Go on, let me ask you that.
Right,
I always wanted to ask you.
So Sporty, all the nicknames, it was actually given to us by a magazine. It was a guy called Peter Lorraine, and he was the editor of Top of the Pops magazine. Back, my face is freezing up, I'm so cold. And he met us before we released anything, and he was like, you guys, you should have nicknames. And it was a piece in the magazine and they stuck, everyone loved them, and we still use them to this day.
All right, Mel.
Yes.
Been talking, it's a bit cold. Should we go for a run? What could possibly go wrong, Mel?
What could possibly go wrong? Let's do it.
Tell us about it.
Who's going?
Go for a run?
Let's go.
All right, let's roll.
Okay.
So go on. So what does running do for you when you go out?
Oh, you know what? Running has always done so much for me.
Endorphins.
You know, you're getting into that rhythm and do you know what I love actually? It's really nice running with somebody because I often run alone. And something that always reminds me of when you're in a race is that pounding. We
can't be here without firstly talking about Spice Girls. How did it all start? Where did it all begin?
My goodness.
What age were you?
I was, when I met the girls, it was 94, so I was 20. Yeah. But Emma, I think Emma was like...
Were you at uni at that point?
I'd just finished college, so I went to Performing Arts College, and I left when I was 19. So I just started like auditioning for shows and different things, and I saw an audition for a girl band, went along, and that became the Spice Girls. It's wild because, you know, it wasn't like we did the audition, we got a few songs together and then we released Wannabe. There was like so much that happened in between. There was like different people in the band, and then when Emma joined, she was like the last person to join, and we just felt like we had this like crazy dynamic. And it was really sparky, and we were all so driven, and we knew what we wanted, and that was when the Spice Girls really was born. Yeah, man,
I'll never forget, because growing up as a kid, like posters. Oh, I'm saying
it was wild. It was, and honestly, you know what's so crazy? Nation. The whole nation, the whole world. It was international. I think Wannabe was #1 in like 37 countries, and it's something that, like, when it kicked off and it went crazy, when we had our, you know, the song, I think it went in the charts at #3, Wannabe, and then it went up to #1 and it stayed there for like 7 weeks. And that was when our lives changed.
Yeah.
We were in Japan at the time. We were promoting the album. We come back and like everyone recognised us everywhere we went. And it's kind of like our wildest dreams were coming true. Since that day, every single like TV show you watch or movie you watch or switch on the radio, or there's always a reference, whether it's girl power or about one of the Spice Girls. Yeah, it's nuts. It's amazing to be a part of. I'm so proud.
Should be, man. That's amazing. How has your relationship changed over time with fame, with with obviously? I just remember growing up as a kid watching the Spice Girl. It was huge. You couldn't, and I know being there as an athlete, and obviously when you win, you know, Olympics or champs and stuff, comes with pressure and stuff. So I can only imagine how does it change. Yeah,
it's a journey, you know. I'm sure you would have experienced that too, because at the beginning it was so exciting. And it's always been amazing. The general public, and you will, I know you will have had the same experience. The general public are incredible. You always get such beautiful comments. People always come up to you, congratulate you, you know, say what you've done, how much it's meant to them and affected them. That's always been beautiful. But I think like sometimes the media is hard. You know, they're the things. I think it's because when you are successful, if you're in the public eye, I think you really are up for so much scrutiny. And, you know, I think as a young person that can be really hard, especially when like you're doing your best, you know, you're doing what you love and you're doing your best. And then, so there was moments when it was tough, but I think as I've got older, and then you realise that, you know, none of that stuff matters. There's always going to be negativity out there, and you can't. Not everyone's going to love you, right? That was the thing we always used to say with the Spice Girls, because, you know, obviously our music doesn't appeal to everyone. We were hugely successful, but you can't. I think as a human being, we don't always like every other human being we meet, you know. So you can't expect everyone to love you. You have to make peace with that.
No, it's amazing to see that, because even myself, you know, often we say we can deal with the media, we can say, but also you have a family, you have friends, and all you want to do is protect them, and sometimes it's so hard.
I think what's really hard as well is that, you know, especially in my experience, like I always wanted to be a performer, and you know, and if you're successful, along with that comes fame. But that's something that your family and friends, you know, they didn't ask for that. They didn't ask for that attention. So there can be a lot of guilt, you know, that comes with that, because because they do worry and they do read things and you know, that upset them. So you know, that aspect can be hard as well. But I think, you know, it's 30 years this year since Wannabe was released, and all of my friends and family, you know, they've been on this journey with me, as yours, you know, have been with you. And it just gets to that point where you do realise that what is important is your network of friends and family, and it's their opinion, but mostly your own. And I think that's what's hard. And I know like athletes and musicians are very similar in that we're our own worst critics. You know, you just want to be better all the time, right? So no matter how much criticism other people might give you, they never give you as much of a hard time as you would yourself, you know? Oh you're getting into that rhythm, and do you know what I love actually? It's really nice running with somebody, because I often run alone. And something that always reminds me of when you're in a race is that pounding. And I always use that as like, you feel everybody's energy coming together.
Mel, life is full of twists and turns. You know, it's really important for us to be checking with each other. How are you doing today? How are you really doing?
Do you know what? I'm actually really good. I had a really busy 2025, and I love being busy. I'm really good when I'm like moving around, traveling a lot. But then when I stop, I can kind of fall apart a little bit. And so like Christmas and New Year, you know, I had a nice relax, but it took me a bit of time to kind of wind back up into 26. But now I'm back. I'm getting back. Yeah, back on form. Yeah, ready to fly.
It's so important for all of us, I think, to check in with one another.
And how are you?
I'm doing good,
Yeah?
honestly.
Yeah.
Said I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Enjoying spending quality time with my family, my kids, and as well as doing my thing on I can never stop running, so
Yeah.
do enjoy running with
That's the
people and
thing.
just showing people what's
But now
possible.
you can do it on your terms, right? You're
No
not
pressure,
under the
no
pressure.
going like, you know what, Mo, you got to run 26.2 in this time. I'm like, no, I'm running Mo time, Mel time. What gets you through your toughest moment?
Oh,
Where you go, oh, can I do it?
You know what? I mean, there's a few things. Like my daughter is amazing.
Yeah.
She is. I mean, it's like with kids. They can be
Brutal.
so much hard work, but they're just a light of your life, aren't they? Totally. She gives me loads of inspiration. Yeah, she's great. And then I love my work.
Yeah.
That really drives me, and my fitness is a massive part of.
Great.
Thank
Honestly.
you very much. Yeah. Well, I think I've just found a place with my fitness where I'm kinder to myself.
Yeah.
I used to push myself so hard, and I think you can get to that point with exercise where it doesn't become a chore, but it becomes like this necessity, and you've got to do it, you've got to achieve, you got to lift a certain weight, or you got to run a
lift the personal
distance.
best every day, or you have to go, you know what, yesterday I did this.
Yeah, and we don't feel the same every day, do
No.
we? So now I listen to my body so much more, and I get so much more out of it from listening to it, you know?
So important. Even for me, when I was running a certain amount of miles, there's days that you wake up and you go, oh, I can't do it today. And it's really important for you to listen to your body. And even sometimes I start the watch, but I wouldn't check the watch. I'll go by feeling, and I think it's so important. When you know about your body and you can understand about yourself, it's easier than
totally. And do you know what? I think that's such a lesson as well, because we are so distracted, whether we're on our phones, even like when we're out running and you listen to music, it's great because it can be a motivator. But when you get into competition and you can't listen to music, that's when you start listening to your body again, isn't it? And I really enjoyed that with competing, because it was like, okay, I'm taking notice of how my body's reacting to what I'm doing, and when you can push, and when you need to pull back. And I think that can just be a really good lesson for everything in life, just to listen to our instincts, because we always know what's best, really.
Spice Girls was all about empowerment. How do you feel about the younger generation and what they're doing now?
Oh.
How our time was our time, and that's what we did, but now.
I feel like the Spice Girls have left such a great legacy. I see my daughter's generation. She is so outspoken, so much more than I've ever been. And I feel like, it's not just down to the Spice Girls, but I feel like in the 90s there was such a movement, especially for young girls, to just be able to do whatever they wanted to do. I think, before that there were certain things that were expected of girls or women, and I really feel proud to be a small part of that movement, and I think it's definitely permeated down to generations. I think kids now, you can't generalize, but I feel like I see a lot of really inspiring young people, and it's dark times. We're in this world, it's ever changing, ever evolving, and there is some concerns, but you can't stop the way the world is, right?
No.
So we just have to try and encourage the positivity. And I think that sport and exercise, getting them out, getting them off the iPads, getting them off the iPhones, we are all guilty.
For sure, but even for myself, honestly, I go
much.
home sometimes and go with my work, everyone goes, have I got time, go and check. And we decided in our household, listen, we're going to sit at the table, have dinner. After that, no phones, and then I think it's almost having that limit.
This is the thing, right? It's like everything in life, right? Moderation is key, whether it's, exercise, alcohol, food, all of these things. But there are addictions. and we are all addicted to our phones.
We are.
And that's what's amazing, like getting out and doing a run. Even like kids, you know, they do PE and games at school. They're in school, they're doing their lessons. Some of them are sneaking their phones in. We know you're doing it, kids. But
in your locker.
But those moments when you're exercising and you're present, you're in the moment, it's so good for you. Mind, body and soul, isn't it?
Yeah, so important. Mind, body and soul. What's next for you this year?
This is a big year for me.
2026.
26 album is out 1st of May. So I released a single, Sweat, just before Christmas, and another single out now, What Could Possibly Go Wrong. And I think you're gonna like this album because there's quite a sporting element to it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to explore that world of having a bit of fun. Like, so Sweat was really cool. It's a bit of a fitness anthem.
Feel good.
Yeah. And I've got a sample in there which is Diana Ross from Work That Body. And that was, you know, so much fun. I did a really kind of sporty video and I was like on a cross trainer in heels and I had like my Spice Boys and their little Speedos. And there's quite a lot of references to, you know, being sporty and having fun in that world. But musically, this album it's a bit more dance orientated because I've been DJing for about 8 years and I love house music. I play a lot, multi-genre, different kinds of house, and I've always been a pop artist. So I've tried to stylistically bring those worlds closer together, and there's a lot of clubbing and sport that really work well together. You know, they're sweating and they're moving and they're, you know, it's all,
Wow.
It's been good fun.
Can't wait to hear that, honestly.
Yeah, I think you'll like it.
But even myself, you always ask the questions is, what can possibly go wrong? Because when you prepare everything, you don't know.
Hey, when things are out of your control, what are you going to do?
There you go, that's the really nice. You got it. Awesome.
Is this where we start sprinting?
Yeah. Go on. Come on, show me. That was a good one. Yeah. All right, Mel, we're almost there. Amazing run. Before we finish, we're going to ask you 5 quick fiery questions. So you just have to give it to me and go
bang.
Whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Role model growing up.
Ooh, Madonna.
Proudest moment of your life so far.
Oh, now I might be able to be quick on this one. My daughter is my proudest achievement, but of course I've had such an incredible career with the Spice Girls as well. I think one of the moments that we kind of share, London 2012.
We did, didn't we? You were on opening ceremony, weren't you?
Yeah, it was a closing
Closing
for the Spice
ceremony,
Girls. Yeah. And it was incredible because I just felt so proud to perform.
Power sports. One piece of advice you could give to your younger self?
Yes, I wish I'd always trusted my own instincts. Now I'm older, I know I have the answers, but I think as a young person you can question that.
Tell me something that people don't know about you. Could be anything.
Do you know what? I'm quite shy. I'm quite a shy person, and I think people will be surprised because I have so much confidence on stage, but like in real life I'm shy.
What's the one habit that you have when you were in a Spice Girl you still have till this day?
Oh my gosh. I don't think any of us have changed that much. It's really funny, we always laugh when we're together because we were given our nicknames, but we've almost become caricatures of those nicknames, but they're so fitting. Like, have you met Mel B?
Yes, I have.
She is scary, isn't
She
she?
is, And then you got, we've got obviously sports.
Yeah, I'm sporty. I'm never going to stop being sporty. And Victoria actually is posh now. She never used to be.
Victoria, are you listening? Mel, that was amazing. That's a wrap. We had so much fun at Hampstead Heath. Honestly, thank you for coming on this.
Thank you. Honestly, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
And I always ask my guests, with Run With Mo, who would you like to see with Run With Mo?
Oh, who would I like to see? Well, you know, my gorgeous friends Natalie and Nicole Appleton from All Saints are releasing new music, and Natalie is a great runner.
Natalie, you heard that. You've been nominated. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Yeah, run with Mo.